of the communist machinery. Brigadier General Fidel B. Ramos took over from Garcia to head the top PC post. Olivas pursued the investigation and documentation of the famous MB Karagatan arms landing at Bigoyo Point in Palanan, Isabela. He was likewise credited for the solution of the murder of retired Philippine Navy Commander Sancho Luzon, the robbery of the American Express Bank in Sangley Point, Cavite, and the busting of a dollar counterfeiting syndicate. Olivas implemented the return of the CIS zone offices under the folds of the Chief CIS, and in a bid to make fully operational and effective the execution of its mission throughout the archipelago, Olivas created 5 CIS district offices instead of 4, co-located in various PC camps in Manila, Pampanga, Laguna, Cebu, and Davao. Olivas' most endearing act was the positioning of equally qualified and highly trained regular agents to sensitive positions. He authored the civilian agents' longevity pay with the drafting of Presidential Decree 337, which became a law in November 1973. A lawyer, Olivas also initiated the creation of the very first library in the CIS, complete with law books and materials related to investigation. And feeling the need for a harmonious working condition, Olivas caused the construction of a 3-story building in October 7, 1971, which today houses the PNP Criminal Investigation and Detection Group headquarters. The first tactical network of the CIS is also Olivas' brainchild. It effectively linked the far-flung CIS districts all over the country with the main headquarters in Manila. On February 16, 1973, the anti-narcotics function of the CIS was delegated to the newly created Constabulary Anti-Narcotics Unit. Lieutenant Colonel Bienvenido Felix, then the chief of the CIS Police Intelligence Branch, was named as the first KANU commander. Martial law for the CIS meant a contribution of 216 suspected subversives hiding in 93 underground houses in Greater Manila area. Their arrests led to the discovery of arms cache and subversive paraphernalia hidden in cells outside of the metropolis, aimed at toppling the administration. On November 10, 1973, Olivas earned the sobriquet as the very first CIS chief to earn a star rank in this post. Months later, he was pulled out to head the PC Metropolitan Command, or PC Metrocom, giving way for Colonel Antonio Uy. Colonel Uy, also a lawyer, made sterling contributions too. Like his predecessor, he was responsible for the solution of the 15 million peso Bataan Refinery Corporation crude oil theft, the Pilcoa multi-million peso anomaly, the Judge Isaac Puno murder case, and the well-celebrated Merly Fernandez rape robbery case. CIS Task Force Sampaguita, a pet unit of then Colonel Olivas, was given to Colonel Uy in 1974. Uy revitalized the task force and made use of Lieutenant Colonel Ramon Montaño as his alter ego. Montaño proved his competence, succeeded in pinning down scores of known kidnapped personalities, and disbanded their gangs, but never made it to the much coveted CIS post. But he became the first CIS officer to be appointed as the first Chief of the Integrated PCINP in 1981. Colonel Uy's term, with Montaño calling the shots of Task Force Sampaguita anti-kidnapping operations, yielded in the solution of the kidnapping for ransom cases of Arnold Co. Ting Jr., Allen Cheng Rojas, Ramon Chua, and Reverend Father Van Vactor, to name a few. Scores of kidnap for ransom syndicates, the Ilonggo Kidnap for Ransom Gang, the Visayan Kidnap Group, the Waray-Waray Gang, and their leaders and henchmen fell one after the other in 3 years of sustained anti-kidnapping and rescue operations. 1973 till 1976 saw the rise and fall of the most notorious and vicious kidnappers the PCCIS ever encountered. The first human smuggling syndicate was also busted by the CIS through its operation plan, Rockbound. Under the guise of returning servicemen, a great number of Filipinos were caught taking their flight to Alaska using fake documents. This was the onset of a CIS-US Navy NISRA combination in anti-human trafficking. This era also marked the creation of the Tanod Bayan, which started the investigation of corruption in government, and it was the CIS that served as its first investigative arm. Colonel Hermogenes Peralta took the helm from Colonel Uy, who served the longest 8-year term as Chief CIS, almost the entirety of the martial law era. As the PC and the INP saw integration in 1981, the CIS likewise had its modification from 5 district offices to 13 CIS districts, corresponding to the number of the PC-INP regional commands. The February 22 to 25 upheaval that overthrew